Back show. Hello, my name is Matthew. I'm a time-lapse photographer, and this channel is all about time-lapse travel and tutorials. And today we've got another gear video, and I have not done a gear video in a minute. If you're like me, you have quite a bit of Canon glass, and you might have a camera such as the Lumix S1, which has a different mount. So, you know, brands have their own mounting thingies. This Canon lens doesn't fit on a Lumix camera. That makes sense, right? Anyways, Sigma also makes lenses for both Canon cameras, but also for Lumix cameras. Now what they've made is a mount converter, and this is the MC-21, which allows you to mount Canon glass on the Lumix L mount. By the way, the cool thing about the L mount is that it's the L mount alliance, or it's part of the L mount alliance. It's Panasonic, Sigma, and Leica, and I don't know, it's a bunch of brands, and they've all decided like, hey, we're gonna make stuff for this specific mount, so you can use your lenses on different brands, which is pretty darn cool. Anyways, this mount is made for Sigma EF lenses. EF is Canon's type mount. To mount a Sigma EF lens on a Lumix L mount camera, they say it doesn't work with Canon lenses, but I know it does, and that's the reason I bought it. So we're gonna see what it's like, if it's worth it buying this from the eyes of a time-lapse photographer. Keep that in mind. I also shoot video and photos, obviously, but I always review gear from a time-lapse perspective. So that's gonna influence the final decision on this thing. Anyways, let's quickly take it out of the box, shall we? It's a small box, which costs about £249. Paperwork, warranty, and user manual, etc. Biggest unboxing you've seen all year. This is the mount, and it also has a little hex key with it. Let's show the goodies here. Where's the opening? Is that in focus? Boom, what a surprise. So, I'll put some extra shots on screen because this is a horrible shot to show gear. It's lightweight, it's made out of metal, it's got a tripod socket or a tripod mount, it's got a little LED in there, apparently, and electronic pins, etc. Apparently it sends through, you know, enough electricity and signals to stabilize your lenses, which is useful, and it allows you to use autofocus. However, it doesn't allow you to use the continuous autofocus mode, and when you do use autofocus like single shoot, it's a bit slower, which makes sense because this isn't optimized for the way that we're going to be using it. So this is my S1 that I use quite a bit. This is the 24-105 lens on it. Let's take that lens off. This is the front of the camera. You can see the sensor right there, very dangerous, don't touch that. How to mount the mount. Pop it on, click, done. And now I can mount a pretty Canon lens, for example, the 24-1.4. Boom, click, done. Power the camera on, and it's go time, baby. I don't have a 1.4 lens for my Lumix S1. I have only one lens for the S1. It's the 24-105, which is quite a nice lens, but it's f4, and it's only 24-105, so it doesn't allow me to go super wide, which is what I'm filming on right now, or to, you know, zoom further in than 105mm. I've got the beautiful Canon 7200 f2.8 right here. So now with this £249 investment, I can use all of my old beautiful Canon glass that I love so much on my S1, which is great. As a time-lapse photographer, you don't really need autofocus, so it doesn't make sense to be worried about that if you're only going to be using it as a time-lapse machine. This is a great astro setup. Actually, this is a terrible astro setup because the 24-1.4 is notoriously bad for astrophotography. You can see that in my Utah footage from about a year ago. It's just got horrible artifacts on the sides. The Sigma lenses are way better. Anyways, besides the point, is this worth getting for your Lumix camera? I think it is. If you have enough Canon lenses and you don't want to reinvest money into a new system like the Lumix, you can just use the stuff that you know is great and you know how it works and you know what it looks like on this new camera. And honestly, I should have bought this a while ago, but I was always kind of pushed back by the price point because London's expensive, and I was like, you know what, I can get by with the 24-105 lens that I have on the S1. But then I got kind of like, I want to do more, and I was looking at the L mount lenses, and yes, there's some cool lenses now. You know, there's a 16-35, there's a 7200, I've got the 24-105, there's some other niche prime lenses, but I already have all this glass, so it just makes sense to invest in a little converter that allows me to mount the Canon on the Lumix. Bada bing, bada boom, happy days. I'm actually quite excited to shoot with this God, this place is a mess. I just saw it on the back of the screen and I'm just like, messy. I'm not going to talk about performance for this because it's not relevant to time-lapse. A time-lapser sets up his shot, focuses, and then leaves the focus. There's no need for a, you know, accurate, super fast focusing mechanism. If you're shooting stills or action, or if you're doing video and you need continuous autofocus, which this camera, let me just verify here, is great, by the way. The 6D Mark II has beautiful dual pixel autofocus on its CMOS sensor, just like the 1DX Mark II, and it is, everyone that's used it is like, this is the bee's knees. Bee friendly. Did not plan that, by the way. What was I talking about? Dual pixel autofocus on the Canon is, you know, unparalleled. But now I kind of have the best of both worlds. I got the great sensor, I got the great firmware of the S1. I've got all my nice Canon lenses I can finally use, so I can start shooting some different types of shots. That's what I always teach when talking about time-lapse. You need diversity. We need diversity in everything, really. But you need to have different kinds of shots. You need wide angles, you need tight shots, you need macro shots, you need blah, 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 to juxtapose them together and to create contrast, which is something that was, I guess, apparent in the editing competition. The most captivating edits were things that changed around, and things that change means, I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah. Hey Amelia, that's pretty much it. Is it worth it? Yes, if you're a time-lapser and you have Canon glass and you want to use that on your other cameras. That's pretty basic. If you do lots of photo and video stuff, maybe not. Maybe it's worth investing in different glass that works for that camera system. I might do some more testing and write more about it on my blog, which you can always check for my latest info. But yeah, honestly, just wanted to make a gear video today. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're having a good week. Hit that notification button, or not. Do what you want. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions about the thing, drop it in the thing down below and I'll try and get back to you. Bye. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matthew. I totally messed that one up. Oh well, that's for the outro then, I guess. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. Click on any of these things and keep watching my content so I can make more money from YouTube AdSense, which is entirely negligible because the rates are so damn low.